Well, okay, time friends. I didn't know y'all were here yet. Sometimes it takes us a minute to get here. Okay, I'm getting ready to start making our chili. So I've got the hamburger meat in here, and I'm going to get the eye on, and I'm going to put my coffee. Y'all see me do this before. Come right over here. Can y'all see that? How much coffee? I usually just put the same as I would water. I just want to cover it good. What would you say that was? 12 ounces? That coffee will just tenderize this hamburger. It tenderizes any meat. Y'all know, if you watch long, I use coffee on all beef and pork. Now that's going to brown up real quick, okay? I'm going to set that down. Okay, and then I'm going to chop up an onion. Just give it a quick dice up. I'm going to use my little chopper. Not going to put a lot of onion. I think they started a special on these last night, or maybe the big one in Tupperware. You can look on there, go on the link that'll be underneath this video and all the other videos. And where it says Order Mama's Tupperware, you can also go and look. This thing is so quick and easy. I love it. And that's the reason, look at that. That's the reason we use it. Because you can't get any quicker or easier. And clean up is so quick, you can throw this in the dishwasher. Alright, well, let's go. Get the rest of this onion. Another thing I find when I use this chopper, because I'm breaking up all those cells, I can use less stuff and get good flavor. So this onion will carry a punch. Now, this video is going to talk about a couple of things. Probably, you could eat it together, but I'm also talking about, this will go right to be washed. I'm also making peasant bread today. Mama, I'm not hollering at you, I'm talking about you. Mama said, you know what would be good on a snowy day? I thought, uh-oh, she's got a plan. And she decided that some good homemade bread, hot bread, would taste wonderful. Well, who can argue with that logic? I'll show you. Here it is. Now, I can't show you me making peasant bread on a live. I would have to do it on a pre-recorded and posted. Or I can show you the live prep and then do another live, because you've got to let it rise for a couple of hours. So I've done that today. I made this earlier today and let it rise for a couple of hours. So in this pot is the coffee, the hamburger meat, the onions. I'm going to let those onions cook for a little bit. The meat is already getting brown. But I'm going to let it cook for a little bit. Look right down here. Now the oven is preheating. So when it gets up to 425, I'll put these oven safe glass bowls in the oven. And what happens then is you let it cook for 15 minutes. You all may be on here when this starts. Gotta let the oven get up there. It's just at 305. But when it gets to 425, I'll put these two bowls in, let them cook for 15 minutes, and then I'll reduce the heat to 325 and let it cook 15 more minutes. Chili here is not that complicated. I'll measure for the sake of measure. I'm not making a huge amount tonight. This is a tablespoon. of chili powder that I'm going to put in here. This is just McCormick chili. I'm going in with a good hearty heaping tablespoon. Now you want to put that in there during this stage, because your seasoning is going to bloom now in this boiling meat, onion, coffee. It already smells like a delicious pot of chili. It's already there. I'm going to put a couple of grinds of pink Himalayan salt. It has less sodium. You got to have a little salt. And Mama won't eat a whole pot of chili, I promise you. And neither will I. You got to have a little going on. This is black pepper. I can't even see it, so steamy. I hope that fan's not too loud. I'm going to turn it on just a second. Okay. Fixing to cool it down. That fan's already too loud for me. I'm going to turn it off. This is tomato sauce, 1 can. This will calm it down. Give us a chance to look in there. This is a 15-ounce can. This is a 14.5-ounce can of diced tomatoes. I'm just going to put it in this other can. Use it to clean out my tomato sauce. Worked like a dream. Alright. This is a 14.5 can of dark red kidney beans. Walmart brand. No draining. We ain't doing that draining thing. This is a Lux 15-ounce can of Lux pinto beans. Some people just use chili beans and don't worry about any other kind. We have always done a combo. And if we have homemade pintos, of course I'll use those. But this is what we're doing here. I think I'm going to put a little bit more chili powder, because if you use the packets that you're using at the grocery store, it has 2 tablespoons. So I'm going to put another one in now. So this is the equivalent of 1 of the packets. Now I can tell you already, the color just changed to what I recognize as my homemade chili. And that's about it, folks. The rest of it is left up to simmer. Let it get all good and flavorful. We're up to 350 on our oven. 350. But it's got to get to 425. Make sure if you're going to do peasant bread or anything, read on the bottom of the bowl, and you can read it through the top. That's the correct writing. And you can see where it says conventional ovens and microwave safe. If your bowl don't say that, then it's not my oven safe. Okay? It's not oven safe. Now, on my hot dog chili, I always put a Coca-Cola. On my bowl chili, sometimes I put a can of Coke in the end. I probably will try this before I put Coke and see what we think and see if that's what Mama wants. Now, we like ours soupy, so this is just 100% tomato juice. And I'm going to pour in, I'll tell you how much. about a pint. I'm going to leave the rest of it in there. And now, let the magic happen. And just let it simmer. And that's it, folks. That's it. Now, we're not eating now. We'll probably eat in an hour or so. So this will have plenty of time to get all the flavors married together. And we'll go from there. I know one thing, it smells like chili already. And the bread is rising. This is the second rise. So, to make this peasant bread, I put 4 cups food for... Oh, well, I guess it's telling me I can put it in there. I put 4 cups of plain flour, all-purpose flour, not self-rising. I put 2 cups of warm water. Don't boil your water, you'll kill your yeast. Just put enough lukewarm. Tap water. I use tap water, but I did filter it. If you don't have filter on your tap and you want it, you can boil it, but let it cool down. Or you can heat it. You don't even have to come to a boil, but you can let it cool down. Put 1 tablespoon of sugar in that 2 cups of water in a bowl. Let it dissolve, and then I put 1 whole package of active yeast in there on top. Didn't just sprinkle it on top. You don't have to mix it at that point. When it starts to bubble from the bottom, you'll know. And it takes, I let it go about 12 to 15 minutes. Then I add that 2 cups of warm water, 1 package yeast, 1 tablespoon of sugar into those 4 cups of flour. Then I have put 1 teaspoon of kosher salt in the flour, and I've mixed that up with a whisk. Then I add that warm water in there, and I stirred it up, and it will be a very wet dough, and I put a dish towel over it, and I let it set for 2 hours, and it doubled. Then I buttered 1 tablespoon of butter in each bowl, pre-softened, covered the whole bowl because it's going to rise. And then I just divided it out, put half in one and half in the other. And now they're going in the oven, and they're going to make delicious peasant bread. If you've never made it, it's an easy bread. It's really easy. I've been wanting to make some homemade bread. Now, this chili is boiling. I'm going to turn it down to simmer. I'm going to turn it down to about a 3. And I'm going to let it simmer now. You do want to let it boil for a second. That's not a real time. You want to let it boil for a few minutes. I do, because I want everything that's in it that's canned, I want it to have about a 5-minute boil. Hard boil. And then I want to let it simmer here for another 30-40 minutes, an hour. And we may make grilled cheese or something depending on when the bread comes out. But the bread's been sitting here for another 20 minutes. I'm going to let it sit 10 more minutes. And then I'm going to put it in the oven. And there it is, rising to the occasion. It is already about gone half again as big as when I put it in there. But it will continue to rise. I've set up here near the stove because I knew it would need to be warm. So I put it over here about 20 after it's about 20 till. So I'm going to give it 10 more minutes. And then in the oven it goes for the first 15 minutes at 425. For the second internet. For the second 15 minutes at 325. And then we're going to have bread. Now, I don't want to wear y'all out today. I can come back on a live when me and Mama is over here maybe having a piece of bread. Or I can just show you a picture. Y'all comment, let me know, and I'll read the comments on the bottom. But I'll let you know. And y'all don't want to hang around for the whole baking process. You see where we're at now. And someday I will show you the beginning steps, and then you will know what it looked like. So I will show you the putting it together, and you'll know this next step, what you do. So for now, I want to go in here and help Mama. She's on a mission. Mama, you gonna come in here and speak? I'm gonna go here and finish helping her. We've been taking down trees and trying to get everything back to normal. And that's what you do this time of year. Snowy outside. We didn't get much melting today. Everything's pretty much still here. But it has...
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
It has melted a little bit. All that's going to freeze back.
It's already freezing, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think it got above
It got it to 32 today.
Yeah.
But there it is. Mama, your chili
Oh,
simmering.
boy.
We'll eat in about an hour. And your bread, it likes about 5 more minutes, and then we'll put it in. So there's the chili. Here's the bread. Is this all your wishes today, Mama?
Oh, yeah. It'll take care of them for a little while.
If you have any more demands, just let me know.
I will. Don't worry.
I hope it ain't any long, complicated order today. This bread takes a while of waiting, but it don't take any time. The prep don't take long. Mixing don't take long. The baking don't take long. It's just letting it rise twice.
If you'll scoot those over and put that bread back there, it might rise a little more.
What?
Huh?
We gotta do what?
Scoot this all down. Put the bread back here.
It could bake on the bottom too, Mama. It'd be a hard crusty.
No, it won't bake.
I'm glad you come in here to boss us.
I reckon so. What's that going on?
The oven's saying, get this stuff in here. I've been telling you.
Oh.
It's at 425. I do want to let it rise just another. It's been in there. Needs 5 more minutes.
That sounds good.
We'll let it rise 5 more minutes, then we'll stick it in there. It'll have to bake for 30, and chili will be ready by then. And do y'all want us to come back, or you just want me to post a picture on this one?
You need to just post a picture. You've aggravated them twice today.
That's what I'm thinking. Y'all comment. I will read the comments if y'all want to do a live when Brett is Sandra said. Oh, make snow cream, please. Peggy, we don't hardly ever make it. I only had it one time in my whole life. We don't have enough.
You had it when you was littler. Here you go again. Don't remember and stuff.
My friend Kimmy from Kimmy's Kitchen, she made it the other day. We have made it, but we have it one time on here, just once.
I think so.
I think it's the only time I ever had it too. Mm-hmm. She says I've had it before. All right, we'll pop back on live when the bread comes out, and I'll show it to you. But we won't keep you all night.
If it don't look good, we won't come back.
If we don't look good, I'll come back and tell you it's too ugly to show you. Y'all have a good one. Say until the next time.
Until the next time. Bye-bye.